discuss on derivatives. So this is some different types. Okay, derivatives of one function with respect to another function. Okay, so this is the chapter we are going to discuss today, and we will solve some of the problem here, which can be useful into the board exam as well as into the engineering entrance exam. Okay, so what is this? Means if there is two function, okay, like g of x and fx, correct? So they, like, these are the two functions, okay, with x, correct, right? So the function of x. So now we have to find the derivatives, correct? So how we will find? If we take the derivatives u is equal to fx and v is equal to gx. Okay, so here situation will be du by dv we have to find, means like du dx divided by dv dx. Okay, so if there is two function, okay, and we have to find with respect to, differentiate this with respect to this, okay, differentiate to fx with respect to gx. So into that perspective we have to take fx is equal to u and v is equal to gx and differentiate this into x term, and final result should be du by dv, means derivatives of fx and divided by derivatives of gx. So like this, and this one, like your this function has to be differentiated with respect to x, and this also x, that is du by dx is this one and dv by dx is this one. Okay, so like this we have to do. Okay, and we'll try to find out some of the problem into this. Okay, then like it will be very much clear for us. Okay, so we'll start from the simple problem. Okay, let's see how it goes. So first problem is differentiate e to our x with respect to under root x. So here u is equal to what? E to our x. V is equal to what? Under root x. That can be written x to the power 1 by 2. Correct. Now du by dx, differentiate this. So this is e to the power x. Correct. And here dv by dx is what? 1 by 2 x, 1 by 2 minus 1. So here it is 1 by 2, right? So this is 1 by 2 into 1 by under root x. Correct. So this is this much. Now we have to find du by dv. Correct. So du divided by dx and here dv divided by dx. So du divided by dx is this much, e to the power x, and dv divided by dx is this much, so it is 1 by 2 under root x. Correct. So it is 2 e to the power x under root x. Correct. So this is answer of this problem. Okay, so now we will solve that another one. This is clear, right? There is no issue, no confusion. Correct. Very straightforward, very clear explanation. Okay, so basically you have to differentiate e to the power x with respect to the root x. So you have one function, correct? So this is under this chapter, derivatives of one function with respect to another function. So this is one function, this is another function. Here e to the power x we have taken u, and under root x we have taken v. Correct. So then we have done that differentiation, and now du by dv is this value and divided by this value. So you have this required answer. Okay, so first question we have solved. Now we'll go to another problem. Okay, let's see. So another problem is sine square x with respect to what? With respect to e to power cos x. Okay. So now you have u is equal to sine square x and v is equal to e to power cos x. Du by dx is equal to 2 sin x cos x, correct? And dv by dx is equal to minus sin x e power cos x, correct? Now dv by dx, du by dx, du by dv is nothing but du divided by dx and here dv divided by dx, correct? So du divided by dx means 2 sin x cos x and here minus sin x e power cos x. So sin x cancels. So here minus 2 cos x and e power cos x. Correct? So this is clear. Okay. So same thing, two function sin square x e power cos square x. This we have taken. We have let u is equal to this and v is equal to this. Okay. Here we can write let also. Okay. So this is the required answer of this problem. So this was problem number 2. Okay. So I hope there is no issue, no confusion. Okay. Now we'll try to solve another one. Okay. Now third one is what? Sine inverse x with respect to tan inverse x. Got it? So here we let u is equal to sine inverse x, v is equal to tan inverse x. Correct? And du by dx is equal to 1 by under root 1 minus x square and dv by dx is equal to what? 1 by under root 1 plus x square. This is direct formula, right? You should remember this. Tan inverse x, what is the differentiation of tan inverse x? 1 by 1 plus x square, correct? And sin inverse x, 1 by under root 1 minus x square, correct? So into this case, du by dv is what? Du dx and dv dx, correct? Right. So now what is the du by dx? This is correct. And this one, so we can write directly 1 plus x square. This will be opposite, right? It will go up and this will be the same, correct? You put the value in one more step it can take, but ultimately result will be this. Okay, so I hope this is clear. There is no issue, no confusion. Okay, so this is fine. This was the third problem which I have explained, correct? Now we'll solve another one. Fourth problem. Okay, this fourth problem is little tricky. So here tan inverse under root 1 plus x square minus 1 and x, correct? And with respect to what? Tan inverse x. Okay. So here tan inverse x will let tan inverse x is equal to v, correct? Then x is equal to tan v, correct? Now x is equal to tan v, so here we can put Now we'll let this u is equal to here. Okay, so now this u is equal to what? Tan inverse 1 plus x square. See, then 1 plus tan square v, correct, minus 1, and here tan v. Am I right? Okay, so 1 plus tan square means sec square, right? So this is under root, so sec square, it will come sec only, correct? So tan inverse sec v minus 1, and here tan v, correct? So this is nothing but tan inverse 1 minus cos x, and here sin x, correct? So this step is okay, right? And this is v, here also it is v only, correct? Now this is very simple, very clear problem. Okay, so this can be written tan inverse 2 what 2 sin square x, correct, right? 2 sin square v by 2, and here 2 sin v by 2 cos v by 2. So sin 2 theta formula and 1 minus cos theta formula, you should remember this. So this 2 and this one got cancelled, so this 2 got cancelled. So tan inverse is equal to tan v by 2, that is equal to v by 2, correct? Now u is equal to v by 2. So now what we got? U is equal to v by 2. So for the differentiation, right, then du by dx is equal to half du dv by dx, correct? Then what will happen in the next step? If I write here, okay, so du dv is equal to half, correct? So final answer of this problem is this, du by dv is equal to half. Got it? Right. So u is equal to what we got? V by 2. Now we will differentiate with respect to x, then du by dx, and half dv by dx. Then du by dv is equal to half. Got it? So this is one of the problem which came into the CBSE exam, board exam in class 12th. Okay, so try to remember, try to focus more. Okay, now we'll do another problem. Now this problem is what? Sine inverse 2x 1 plus x square with respect to cos inverse 1 plus x square 1 minus x square. Okay, so here what we can do over here is we can do let x is equal to tan theta. Okay, then we'll solve this. Okay, let u is equal to sine inverse, in place of x we can put tan theta, and 1 plus tan square theta, correct? So tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta, that is nothing but sine 2 theta. So here it is, we can write sine inverse sine 2 theta. Then u is equal to 2 theta. Now V is equal to cos inverse 1 plus tan square theta, and here 1 minus tan square theta. So this is nothing but cos inverse cos 2 theta. So this is 2 theta. Now u and v is equal to, correct? Then your dv du by dv is equal to 1. Okay? Got it, right? So this is also little tricky, but here main problem is, if you remember that sine 2 theta in term of tan and cos 2 theta in term of tan. If you know this formula, the things can be done very fast. Okay, so this is the problem number 5. Okay, we'll wrap this. Now we'll do another one. So if you do this much right under this chapter or this section, you will be strong enough. Okay, how it can be done. So the next problem is tan inverse 2x divided by 1 minus x square with respect to sin inverse 2x 1 plus x square. Correct. So now this is that your problem. Here what we can put, x is equal to tan theta. Correct. Now here we will do the same thing. I think it is like almost similar to the previous one, but having little difference. Okay. So now this is tan u. Let u is equal to this. Okay. Tan inverse. So here 2 tan theta 1 minus tan square theta. Am I right? Correct. So this is what? Tan 2 theta. So tan inverse tan 2 theta. So u is equal to 2 theta. Similarly here sin inverse, here 2 tan theta, this is v, correct? So 1 plus tan square theta. Got it? So this is what? Sin 2 theta, correct? So here sin inverse sin 2 theta, correct? So this is nothing but v is equal to also 2 theta. U and v is same, correct? Now then dv du by dv is equal to 1. Correct? So this is also fantastic. Okay. This is very much clear, and these problems may come into that competitive exam, engineering exam, board exam. Okay, please try to understand properly. Okay, and then we'll do another one. This is the 6th one I have solved. Then another one, 7th. And if you have any problem, anything, okay, you can write down the question into the chat section. Okay, I will try to solve and I will give you the answer. Okay, now this one. Okay, this is little tricky, and this question came into that engineering exam. Okay, so 1 plus x square, correct, minus 1 minus x square, and similarly same thing with plus 1 plus x square plus 1 minus x square with respect to cos inverse x, correct? So here what we cos inverse x square. Okay, so here we'll let v is equal to cos inverse x square. then x square is equal to cos b. Now, okay, we have let v is equal to this, right? Cos inverse. Now we can substitute this into here. Then u is equal to tan inverse. See, basically what solving this kind of problem, you should visualize. Okay, now if you have formula ready in the mind, okay, no, see, before solving this you will conclude what could be the answer of this. So if you have that much practice, then only you can conclude the answer. Otherwise it will be a little tough. So remembering the problem means like remembering the solution or like will not help. Remembering the formula and how to substitute the formula in the question, that will come like once you do more practice. Okay, so okay, we'll do this tan inverse. Now here 1 plus cos x square, right? So here we can write cos b minus 1 minus cos b, correct? And similarly under root 1 plus x square. So here cos b and minus plus, right? 1 minus cos b. Okay, so this is clear. And here now this is again the formula 1 plus cos b. What would be the formula? 2 cos square v by 2. 1 minus cos v. What would be the formula? 2 sin square v by 2. So you should remember this. So this is tan inverse. We can write directly 2 cos square v by 2 minus 2 sin square v by 2. Similarly 2 cos square v by 2 plus 2 sin square v by 2. Correct? So now this much we got it. Now what we got? Tan inverse. We can take common under root 2 will get cancelled, right? So this is cos v by 2 minus sin v by 2, and here cos v by 2 minus sin v by 2. Got it? So now this can be, if you divide your numerator and denominator, cos v by 2. So it will be like this, tan inverse 1 minus tan v by 2, 1 plus tan v by 2. Okay. So this is nothing but what we can rub, okay, up now. So here this becomes tan inverse tan pi by 4 minus v by 2. Correct or not? This is the real things. Tan pi by 4 minus v by 2 is this much. Okay. So you should remember this formula. And now that final step. Okay, this is what? This is your nothing but u is equal to pi by 4 minus v by 2. Correct. So you got u is equal to this much. Correct, right? So if you do the differentiation, du by dx is equal to, ये कांस्टेंट का 0 हो जाएगा और इसका क्या हो जाएगा 1/2 dv by dx. तो क्या हो गया du का du by dv is equal to -half. Correct. So this is a little lengthy, but it is very straightforward actually. If you know the formula, very clear, very straightforward. But if you don't know the formula, you will round around. Correct. It will take more time. And do the practice first. Okay, if you do the practice, you will remember the formula also, and things can be done easily. Okay, the another one. Okay, this is one of the easiest. x to the power 6 with respect to 1 by under root x. This is one of the easiest. Okay, so like u is equal to x to the power 6 and v is equal to 1 by under root x, that is x to the power minus 1 by 2. Then du by dx is equal to 6 x to the power 5. Now dv by dx is equal to minus 1 by 2 x minus 1 by 2 minus 1, then it is minus 1 by 2 and x power minus 3 by 2, correct? So du by dv is equal to du dx and dv dx, correct? So du by dx is this your 6 x power 5, and now here minus 1 by 2 x power minus 3 by 2, correct? So now here this will become minus 12, correct? 2 will go up, so 12. Now x to the power 5, and this one also we can make like this, correct? X to the power 5 plus 3 by 2, then it is minus 12 and x 13 by 2. I hope you understand this, correct? X power 5 plus 3 by 2. Okay, that much you should know. Okay, so for today this much. Okay, please remember the formula. Okay, do more practice, and if you have any doubt, any problem, you can chat, you can ping your question. Okay, so that's all for the today. Thank you for watching. Okay, thanks. Please like and subscribe also.